Can we have the chaplain please swear in the witness?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
So thank you very much, Mr. Ramey, for coming in today. I'd ask you, do you have an opening statement you'd like to give before we begin?
Yes, sure. I would like to declare who I am and why I'm here in front of you today.
Please do.
So I'll go ahead and do that. Hello, my name is Barry Ramey. I came in front of you, the panel, today to hopefully shed some light on the horror stories that happened to J6ers, and beyond that, what is continuing to happen to American citizens in the Bureau of Prisons and other prisons around the country. The narrative that got spun around us is that we were domestic terrorists, that we were white nationalists, that we were all kind of these heinous things that overwhelming members of society want nothing to do with, and rightfully so. What we went through in prison was not your average prison stay. When you're sentenced to prison for a crime that you're convicted of, that is your punishment. Being locked behind doors, being not being able to contact your family, visit your family, that is prison. The extra steps that were placed upon us, we the J6ers, was a flick of a switch by an administration that deemed the people that do not agree with them politically as domestic terrorists. And it was just that easy for them to do. What we went through in prison demonstrates a level of unconstitutionality that I don't think this country has ever seen before. What I hope to do is scrape away at the simple Google search for most of us that will pretty much forever not allow us to be accepted by members of our community. Because if you do a simple Google search, it talks about us being domestic terrorists. What I hope to uncover and allow the American people to discover is that the Patriot Act, along with very evil people within the government, deemed us in a way that they refused to even deem Mexican cartels or actual Islamic terrorist groups. The label that was placed upon us was dangerous, and it must, as moving forward as a nation, we need to make sure the proper steps are taken so any kind of administration implemented in any form of our government can't simply just flick a switch and label somebody as a terrorist. And so going forward today, I hope to show with the receipts that we have come with that what happened to the J6ers should not happen to anybody, and it's currently going on right now.
Thank you, Mr. Ramey. Today's panelists are Mr. Sumrall from StopHate.com, Ms. Tamara Lee from Unredacted Media, and Mr. Tom Jeffries from Northern Neck Patriot. My name is Tim Rivers from J6 Patriot News, and we're going to start off with just trying to set the background for this day. So I'm going to take the first round of questions, and I'll pass it off to my colleagues here, and they can kind of drill in. I want to focus on what happened on January 6th. I kind of understand why most people went that day. I understand why I would have gone if I could. But tell me why you went, Mr. Ramey.
The simplicity of why I went can really just be broken down to one main reason. And I watched as all of Americans did, pretty much our President Donald Trump's entire campaign, administration, right-wingers, MAGA supporters, conservatives were under constant attack by radical left-wing lunatics. I wish I had more of an eloquent word to describe it, but it is what it is. On January 6th, I believed that this would be no different. As watching the 2020 riots unfold, I felt a moral obligation as a Christian man to show up to the Capitol that day. I did have my grievances with the election. My sole purpose for why I, Barry Ramey, went was that if there was agitators or violent people that attempted to attack Trump supporters while attending the Stop the Steal rally or going to and fro from their vehicles, if they were ever under attack, I would be one of the many men that stood up and prevented that from happening. And that's why I went to January 6th.
You pulled a number of felony charges